My name is Reverend Pat Bumgardner, and I'm with Metropolitan Community Church of New York. And I want to begin by thanking Reclaim Pride and Rise and Resist, who lobbied to successfully end the tenure of Samaritan's purse in our city. I'm here today to say clearly, using the faith I've given my life to mask simple hatred and bigotry, using disaster to justify spreading hatred and judgment, and mandating that in order to help others must be a crime against humanity. And then defining that as Christian is fundamentally and unconditionally wrong and immoral. And though Samaritan's purse may be on their way out of our city, we have no guarantee that the mayor or hospital corporations or the governor won't continue to make the kinds of deals with the devil that led to what happened in Central Park and the infiltration of our public health system. And we need that. We demand openness, transparency, and a guarantee that religious bigots will not run public health care. To me, what went on with Samaritan's purse and the tent hospital, and then being invited into Mount Sinai and Beth, Israel, harkens back to another pandemic in this city and another religious bigot telling people on their deathbeds that they ought to be ashamed of themselves for all the suffering they were causing their families because of who they were. It harkens back to hospitals allowing religious bigots to further harm the sick, who at that time too were dying in droves. Do no harm of any kind. That's to be the healthcare mandate. Anyone pretending to be a Christian while espousing hateful and judgmental practices and demanding conformity to that is, in the words of Jesus from the gospel for this fourth Sunday in Easter, a thief and a robber, stealing from people what faith is really about: hope and promise and compassion and a sense of belonging to God and to each other.
Excuse me, Reverend. I mean, you're a chaplain. What do you think about the fact that the nurses were proselytizing the patients while they were dying in their tent?
I think there's nothing no more immoral than scaring somebody on their deathbed about what their future may or may not hold, and then telling them, but if you do what I've done, you can be spared this. It's just the most immoral thing I've ever heard of.